Now presenting The Vibe.
Good evening everyone, my name is Umesh Kumar and my student ID is S75032. Today I'm going to represent my assignment on the company name of The Vibe. This company is engaging in the departments of web designing, marketing and the public relation, etc. So the main issue is this company is facing so much emotional intelligence issues from the staff members who are working in different departments. So there is a lady's name is Sam. So she's generally engaged in operations and the financial working departments, and the team is divided into a respective department as web designer and marketing with their respective team leaders. So in this case study, we will study the different leaders who faces the problem of managing team performance and relationship. In the case study, the two women named Sarah and Julie both have problem with the equitable system of the company, and the Sam, the leader of the group, is unable to understand the reason behind it, and he's trying to make the things right through providing the direction and incentive motivations. So these things do plays important role, but the main thing which plays important role behind the emotional intelligence of the staff to identify the problem from the leader. So there are so many dissatisfaction can be happen while working in a team environment. So first dissatisfaction problem is due to the lack of recognition, like a competition is happening in the company. So if someone has done a good job, so there is lack of recognition and inequality in behavior due to the hierarchy level. So there are two types, centralized and decentralized. So according to my point of view, as per my understanding, this company has a centralized hierarchy, but the management is trying to make everything positive. So, and the third problem is unhealthy organization climate, maybe depending on the business structure and the indifferent payroll of the employees. If people get to know about the salary, that how much they are getting by doing same work, so this can be create a dissatisfaction and the negative relationship between the team members and the leaders. And ego clashes problem due to the different types of the background of the people, hence there could be the reason of the dissatisfaction. But every cloud has a silver lining and every rose has its uh, own thorns. So by identifying it, the problem which I can see comes from the mind of the team, and the leader is just a motivation, and what motivates them. So now this part will be explained by my team member Joga. So
Hello everyone, this is Joga Singh. I am here to present the case of the Vibe company, which is majorly focusing on the behavior of employees who is working in the Vibe company. As my friend has already discussed about this case, I am here to continue with the motivational problems. Motivational problem can be solved through the favoring the employees and fulfilling their needs. That Sarah and Julia in this case. Sam, who is working in the operational and financial field, will analyze the following needs of the motivational and will follow up and fulfill the needs of the employee. Problems of the Vibe company. The major problem of the Vibe company is staff motivational and operational effectiveness. These all problems are derived in the organization due to the continuously working at the same level. Mostly staff of the Vibe company wants to quit the job due to lack of salary, lack of satisfaction, which is very important in each and every company. Due to this issue, the Vibe company need to solve this issue for the staff motivation and effectiveness. Factors of the Vibe company. Succession planning is the process of identifying and developing the new manager for the company. Due to replacement and the retirement of the manager. In this condition, Vibe company needs to assemble a list of each and every employee so that they can analyze each and every employee about their capability and experience, and will see who is capable of this post. And they should organize the training and the leadership program for the employee so that he will handle each and every problem in the organization for the future. Now I'll ask my another friend to continue with this one. Thank you.
Hey, this is Anmol. I'll begin explaining my part of equity theory. The equity theory is based on motivation theory that deals in influencing the human behavior through constructing interdependent and interlocking position. Equity theory is based on the idea that individuals are motivated by fairness. If they identify inequalities in the output or input ratios of themselves and their relevant group. For example, suppose there are two employees, as in this case there are two employees, and suppose one employee is putting more inputs to his work and is yielding more outputs as compared to the other employee. The other employee is putting less efforts and is getting the more outputs in terms of rewards from the company. So in this case the employees will be feeling very much disappointed, and he will be uh, adjusting his input so that his inputs get low, and it would attain the stage of equity with the other employee. So that's all explains our equity theory. And the next part is expectancy theory. It refers to the perceived value of an outcome. The next factor that measures the work motivation is instrumentality, refers to the perceived likelihood that one outcome will lead to other. So basically, the expectancy theory states that employees' motivation is an outcome of how much an individual wants a reward, which is known as valence. The assessment that the likelihood that the effort will lead to an expected performance, expectancy, and the belief that the performance will lead to reward, instrumentality. So the next part is Maslow's theory of motivation. In this part, it is explained by Maslow that there are 5 different levels of motivation that an individual work for. To begin with, on the basic level, it's psychological need. So there are different levels on which Maslow's theory explain about the different human needs. Thank you.
Mohsin Ali. So my slide gonna be job enlargement. So basically, what job enlargement means is to increase the scope of the job through extending the range of job duties and tasks. So it usually happens in small companies that may not have as opportunities for the promotions, and they increase the promotion. They increase the portion of the efficiency and effectiveness when the job duties and job tasks gonna be it's gonna be like in different diversity. It's gonna be changed, and so there's going to be increase in efficiency and effectiveness. And then the third point is increase in satisfaction. So in our case, what the SAM did, the SAM provided the Sarah and Julia the job that because they both are happy because they are doing like 3 days a week. So they distributed the marketing head vacancy between the Sarah and Julie, and they make them very happy. If we're gonna going towards our next slide, it's gonna be analysis and evolution. So in analysis, the analysis that is side after study is the probably is it can be resolved to using equity theory. And vibes, the vibe problem is I think vibe problem is organization behavior, and the team leader of the vibe need to learn the manage of their team values and morale, I think. And so basically the vibe teams, they feel really distressed, but on the other hand, the SAM's company is doing the brilliant job because they know their employees how to morale their values and how to hold them in company by boosting their values. So my third point, third slide, going to be continues. So the leaders also try to manage the organization reputation through focusing on the skillful manager employees. Sam try to manage its employees' emotion through giving chance to work for them. And yeah, so basically, what I will recommend to the Y company, because I think the group of Sam did a great job to the Sarah and Julie. So what I will like to recommend to Y company is to more employee engagement.
Cut! Thank you very much.